Hey guys, HC Corruption here. It's been a while. Sorry about that. But I've been playing the Division a lot recently, trying to get a really good build, and I have one. It's near perfection in my opinion. Um, but yeah, as you can see, I joined this game late, um, and I fucking destroy it. Right? It was a really good game for me. I was on point. I think I died only twice, but that's not what I'm really gonna talk about. Talk about? Wow. Talk about. Um, this game has been through a lot of shit, right? Like a lot of shit. And I've stuck with it through everything. Like honestly, if you're still with this game after 1.3, you are devoted to this game, right? So, um I will say it's greatly improved, right? Um ever since release, it's greatly improved. A lot of the gear sets are useful now, which is really good. I'm really happy to see that. But I think there's only really like one gear set that's really bad, which is Hunter's Faith. Um, and it just somehow manages to get the attention of the devs, or one of the devs at least, which I doubt it will. I was, for the four piece, I think, I think Hunter's Faith should be for the semi-auto rifles and Deadeye for the bolt action, right? Because, okay, for Deadeye with the semi-autos, it's so broken. Oh my god, it's super overpowered. Um, but with the bolt actions, like, you have to be precise, right? You shoot, you miss, you gotta, you cock it back, reload one in the chamber, and then do it again, right? So, Deadeye just needs to be reworked so it only works for bolt actions. Because if that was the case, I think it would be fine. Like, wouldn't be a big deal. Um, but for Hunter's Faith, anyway, I think it should only work for semi-auto rifles, right? And the longer the shot, the more health you'll get instead of armor. Because the whole, oh, it disappears after one shot stuff, it virtually makes Hunter's Faith useful. Useless, sorry, in my opinion. But, okay, say you're up close, right? And you shoot someone. Like, you can keep shooting them, and, like, your teammates will constantly be getting health, right? And you can keep shooting that person to give your teammates an overheal, right? And then the longer the shot, the more health they'll get, right? So that's a funny glitch right here. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. And his friend was like, "I'm just gonna die." And like anyway, like I think that would be a really cool change to Hunter's Faith because like it just needs to be reworked really because the whole armor thing, yeah, it sounds like a cool idea and all, but with it disappearing after like one or two shots, like it's useless, right? Um, because like you would think like with Hunter's Faith, like you could use it with a SMG and just constantly pound guys, right? That sounded really bad. Constantly shoot guys and keep getting armor back. Which it sounds nice, but it just like, what's the point if it's just all gonna disappear after one shot? Um, but yeah, like I think it just needs to be reworked until like it gives your teammates like health instead of just armor, which I guess essentially is the same thing. But with health, like I think it would be more beneficial to your teammates because it would make them a hell of a lot more tankier. With you sitting back, shitting, wow, sitting back, and like dropping a deuce and everything, and like you're putting in work, and he's just sitting on the toilet shooting guys, giving you health. I mean, what more could you ask for from a teammate, But I think that would be really useful. Besides sitting on the toilet part. Uh, but if I mean that's how you play, then kudos to you. Uh, I just really, that's really what I wanted to talk about though in this video. Really, it's just Hunter's Faith. Like, I really think it needs a big change, and Deadeye. Oh, and of course Seekers. Now, I know there's a lot of things you can work around Seekers with, and it's really easy if you have one Seeker to focus on, right? Because you can shoot it, you can dive through it, you have all these other things you can do to avoid getting hit by the Seekers. Now, this entire team that I was fighting against was nothing but skill builds, right? Nothing but skill builds. Now, they do melt pretty quick, which I guess, you know, it's, oh, you know, if you're running Seekers, you gotta be super squishy. Yeah, that's true. But would you have an entire team running nothing but Seekers and flame turrets? I mean, like, you can't shoot all the Seekers that are coming to you while you're getting shot at by the other, you know, other players. Because, you know, sure, they don't have a lot of DPS, you know, by a single person, but, you know, if everyone's focusing you or whatever, then, you know, you can still take a lot of damage. Plus, you know, when you're constantly getting caught on fire by flame turrets and the Seekers, like, you're literally having to waste a med kit. Even if you don't get hit by the Seekers explosions themselves, you're gonna be wasting a med kit just to get caught off, you know, uncaught off fire, or however you fucking say that. It's whatever. I just woke up. People, bear with me. Like, and you know, I have Pharaoh's Mask, but Pharaoh's Mask to me is fucking useless, right? Because sure, you can run, you can shoot while you're on fire, but in the end, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to use a med kit to get, you know, get rid of the fire, because you can't pop heal while you're on fire. So, you know, in my opinion, the Pharaoh's Mask, it should make you immune to all status effects in the game, right? Because that would be insanely good, right? But you wouldn't be getting the extra healing you would get from Refreshed, right? And you wouldn't be getting that extra resistance you'd get from Tenacious or whatever the hell it's called. Or that constant healing with Rehabilitated. Like, I just think, you know, a few things need to be reworked, right? Because, you know, while they did a really good job, you know, balancing the gear sets out, they still left a few out, you know? Um, I mean, Tactician's fine. It's really good. It's really great for a hybrid. Uh, let's see. Final Measure is actually pretty good. You know, virtually everything's fine, really. You know, except for Hunter's Faith and Deadeye. Because even Reclaimer's good. Like, the whole getting all the boxes and stuff, that's, honestly, I think that would be better for a support healer than Tactician. Um, but I don't know. You know, the alts are fine. You know, everything's really good. It's just, like, I know I'm, like, bouncing all over the place. I don't really have a script to read from and be like, you know, I don't really practice these things out. I just normally, like, oh, if I'm filming a video, I'll make one right there on the spot, and that's what I'm doing. But, you know, I think in order to make this God, I can't speak, man. Like, this, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm drunk and I just don't realize it. But I think in order for this game to be completely balanced, I really think they need to tone down skill power, right? And make stamina actually fucking useful again. Or at least, you know, bring up the armor cap where you would have to spec a little bit into armor, you know? But I think they need to rework the skills. Just rework the skills, right? And make it where you don't need such high skill power to max out the skills. Now, what I mean by that is, like, I don't want these things to be insanely overpowered. Like, I want, like, at a certain skill power point, like, kind of how it is now, but not so fucking high that you have to spec everything into it. Like, I think it should be, you know, around 200k skill power, right? Which is, it's very manageable, and, you know, you're not sacrificing a lot, but you're sacrificing some stuff, like some toughness or some firepower, you know, something like that, right? And this is where I fucking die by the Seekers. Like, I try to pop heal, like, he did the movement, nothing came out, which is great when that happens. But, you know, and it would make teams so much more useful, right? Because, you know, you'd have a guy that's spec'd into skill power and, like, stamina or something, and he would be constantly throwing you guys heals, you know, whatever, and he'll be tanky, right? But he has no DPS, you know, because he'll be insanely tanky, and he's tossing you guys out heals while you guys can be DPS, you guys can focus targets down, you know, and it kind of is like how it is now, but, like, you wouldn't be getting one shot by Seeker Mines. Like, you know, you see here I try to be a team player. Didn't really work, the guy upstairs still dies, but it is what it is. And, I just really think they need to rework skill power, right? Because it's just, like, I don't think it's right to be able to spec all into skill power and just throw down a skill and just let that skill wipe out entire teams. Because it's fucking, you can. You can do it with Seekers, you can do it with Flame Turrets. Like, you could even do it with a Sticky Bomb now, I think. And like, this game, it's coming back, right? It's slowly but surely coming back, you know? And I never thought I'd say that because 1.3. I just really think it should be manageable. And the whole, like, 9,000 firearm shit, like, I get, you know, to be able to build how you want to build, and I understand that freedom, but there just comes a point in time where you just have to realize, you know what, that is OP as fuck, and I just don't think, you know, you should be able to play like that, in my opinion. Like, it's just, you know, I watched the guy, right? He spec'd everything in the skill power. He ran Lexington with with the pulse turret and seeker mines all by himself, and he literally did nothing but toss out skills. And the skills did the work for him. Now, when it comes to PvE, I can understand how that wouldn't be a problem. But in PvP, the only thing, in my opinion, that's keeping this game alive, like, I think they need to focus more on PvP and story, right? Because I know people that literally only play this game for PvP. That's it. Because, you know, they've played so much of the story that, you know, it just, why keep playing the story when it's the same thing, you know? And I hear that they're supposed to be upgrading, not upgrading, but like, you know, giving us more story, which would be great. I would love to have more story instead of getting, you know, fucking incursions all the time. I don't care about incursions. I don't give a fuck about incursions. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feels that way. Because I want them to continue the story. I played this game, like, I bought this game because the story seemed fucking awesome, right? Because I thought they were going to involve all of New York, you know, this was going to be some scary shit, like they're going to show dead bodies, like what the disease does to them. And I fucking watched the 1.7 and 1.8 trailer, and zombies? Really? I mean, I guess when in doubt, zombie it out, but I mean, if that's the way they want to go, then, you know, it's their game, and maybe they'll do good with it. Maybe they'll do good with it, who knows? But, you know, like, I really want that story to continue. Because, you know, PvP can only get, like, it can only carry your game so much. And, I just really hope that they continue the story. Like, that's, they're gonna continue the story. They fixed Hunter's Faith, they fixed the Seekers, you know, and they just try to balance it out more. But, that's gonna be about it for this video. I said what I really wanted to say, even if it's, like, fucking in chunks here and there. Probably should get more into writing shit out, but oh well, this is work for now. But yeah, guys, that's about it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section about what you think should be done. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the future. Later.